Thank you for this invitation to Xylexpo Digital. Today, I would like to share with you all my experiences with digital platforms and processes, especially with a focus on artificial intelligence. We're living a time that is definitely very important for technology development. There is a revolution underway. It's a digital revolution that makes available absolutely outstanding tools. SDM, for the past year and a half, has been using continuously the new tools that artificial intelligence makes available to optimize our work, to make it more effective and efficient. SDM is a digital services company, agency. We've been operating since 1997. We deal with new technologies, communications, projects that involve users, and we pay a lot of attention to innovation and new technologies. And we pay a lot of attention to the world of artificial intelligence, which has revolutionized our way of working. I don't know how much you are familiar with artificial intelligence. Usually I am faced with three types of people. There are people that do not believe in artificial intelligence very much. The same type of people that would say that internet was just a fashionable trend, that it would have never worked out, that YouTube videos would not be successful. Last year, YouTube's views were higher than Netflix's reviews, which is a remarkable and meaningful piece of information. Or they believed that social media were only attended and used by young people. Well, nowadays, artificial intelligence is the new revolution. So the defeatists are those who tried AI and said, yes, this is cute, but I know better, and so I will not use it. Then there is a second category, the catastrophists. Oh God, AI will defeat us. I had better not look at it and just wait for nothing to happen. But then the most appropriate approach is the approach by the curious people who have been trying out AI, have been using it and are understanding how to apply AI to their everyday life. This is the purpose that I have in mind for this presentation. I would like to show you how these tools can be used in our everyday life to help myself and to improve my job, just to make my job more efficient. As you will see, I can perform my job in a simpler, easier way, sometimes even in a better fashion and with better results. Clearly, these instruments, these tools allow a company to be better prepared, more efficient, and to improve the output of many services and products that they offer. This is a competitive edge. Unless we do it, somebody else will, a competitor will. And so we need to be aware that unless we become familiar with these topics, we will miss opportunities every single day, and somebody else, a competitor, will be more effective in doing so. So let me start and tell you a little bit about the various situations where I use and rely on artificial intelligence. We are going to focus on ChatGPT mostly. It is one of the many tools in the market. It's the most generalist tool. Each and every one of you will then have to be able to find more vertical tools or instruments and tools that are better designed for your specific reality. But at least having a knowledge of ChatGPT and all its feature is very important. When do I rely on GPT? Anytime I'm not familiar with something. Let me make you an example. Recently, I spent a weekend in Budapest. I was in front of a place and there was a very long line of people. And so I wondered, how come are there so many people in line here? And it was enough for me to just take a picture to the marquee of the place and upload it on ChatGPT, and the system told me why the place was so famous and what I would have been able to find and select, and it was a place for typical products. I have uploaded a picture. You can do it through your smartphone by just taking a picture. Why is this place so famous? The system immediately has access to the picture and starts to provide some answers to why this place is famous. This place, it's called the Caravan, is a famous place that is a vibrant center for street food. And then I can ask the system, do you recommend any specific restaurant in the area? ChatGPT replies, certainly, if you are in Budapest and you can try Mazel Tov. They serve excellent and delicious meals. Another question could be, is it possible to book or make a reservation? To make a reservation at Mazel Tov in Budapest, the easiest way is to visit their website and use the online reservation platform. And so we get our reply. Again, as I was in Budapest, we were cruising the Danube River. There is a monument that I was not familiar with. I wanted to know what monument it was. I uploaded the picture of the monument and I can ask ChatGPT, what monument is this? Reply by ChatGPT. Here is the image, the picture that I uploaded. And this is the reply by ChatGPT. This is Buddha Castles and a description of it, how to reach it, and its history. How do I reach it? How do I get there? And ChatGPT provides me with all the possibilities by bus, on foot, through the tram trolley. Another very interesting feature is the following one. If you want to buy products, maybe you are interested in the reviews of the consumers or users of those products. This is a multimedia device. Maybe I would like to buy the new Samsung S24. Can you tell me what the users think of this? Samsung Galaxy S24 received generally good reviews. It is appreciated for its compact and solid design with armor aluminum body and waterproof class IP68. This means it is water resistant and resistant to powder down to 1 to 5 meters for 30 minutes. It is available in attractive colors and in different storage capacities. In terms of performances, S24 is equipped with processor Qualcomm Snapdragon 4 Galaxy, providing good processing power, though with fewer RAMs, with a maximum of 8 MB. Reviews point out the quality of the screen, which is bright and sharp, with a variable update rate up to 120 Hz for smooth browsing. As to cameras, Galaxy S24 is equipped with 3 back cameras with main sensor of 50 megapixel, telephotos of 10 megapixel with optical zooming, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide feature. Reviews praise the quality of pictures taken with the main camera that are sharp and clear and detailed, also with poor light. However, the ultra-wide camera is criticized because of lack of autofocus feature, a minus point versus their competitors. Galaxy S24 is an excellent compact smartphone, and despite not offering major updates as the previous models like S23, it is particularly suitable for whoever seeks a compact and powerful Android device. As you saw, we obtained all this information through a simple smartphone, and this is a smart and intelligent system. It has gone through all the reviews written by users. It processed the reviews and provided us a summary rather than checking on transparent all the reviews. I can have a general idea of this tool and device. Another outstanding use of ChatGPT is for presentations and how it facilitates the process. For example, as an agency, we have to present ourselves to certain clients, and we realize um, how well it works. So when we come up not with our standard company presentation, but to target and customize our presentation to the needs of the reality we want to be presented to. And lately, I have been relying on these AI tools and asked them how my agency could be introduced and presented to a certain company and what kind of aspects we should focus on in the presentation, what are the most interesting aspects for that company. So I created an environment in ChatGPT. I explained to ChatGPT system what our agency core business is and how we are positioned. ChatGPT system has this knowledge available, and it needs to cross-reference it to the mission of that specific client, and so it finds points of contents, common ground, and allows me to present myself effectively. We can try it. This is another situation that, in my opinion, turns out to be very interesting for the use of ChatGPT. How did I go about it? Well, first of all, I created a ChatGPT version that is instructed about the peculiarities of our company, what we do, what we're good at. And this is a base of knowledge that ChatGPT has available. And at this point, I will use this knowledge to have ChatGPT provide me information on how to customize and individualize my presentation when I meet a client. For example, if I want to participate in a call for bids for Ferrero, I can ask ChatGPT how can I present myself to Ferrero the client, and help me prepare slides to be interesting for them, for Ferrero company. ChatGPT knows my strengths, reads the vision and the mission of Ferrero, and delivers some aspects that I should focus on, like mental responsibility and sustainability is a topic that they are very much interested in. Just like quality and safety of products, research and development of in the new products, commitment to the community, to diversity, brand experience on special occasions. They are very good at being present at very specific moments of the day. And the fact that our digital agency has a specific expertise to value these moments and occasions should be focused on in our presentation. But I can even go beyond that. I can say I am competing with the Publicis, a multinational corporation. How can I differentiate my agency from them, since the other agency will also deliver their own presentation. So let's ask ChatGPT, how can I differentiate my presentation? And this is the result. How can I differentiate my performance and services from Publicis, a global multinational agency, and you can individualize your offer, closeness to the clients, local focus, however, with a global vision. We have a multi-year experience locally, so we can ensure that certain activities are done properly. The fact that this is a benefit to companies, so we are very sensitive to social responsibility, corporate responsibility, and sustainability. All these aspects are suggested by ChatGPT to prepare a targeted and interesting presentation by collecting data that we have entered in the system, but also benchmarking this data with the other competing agencies. Another example of the application of Chat GPT in real life is when you have to prepare for a meeting. You may ask Chat GPT to help for understanding what kind of questions they may ask. You can say to Chat GPT, I have increased my price list by 15%. Can you come up with 15 inconvenient questions that I may be asked? The system asks a number of questions that you may end up being faced with, and so you need to prepare yourself to answer them. It could be observations and remarks by the clients, but also the field force might ask me, why are you increasing prices? And then you put me in trouble, or what else can I propose? Of course, that's exactly the case. You can ask ChatGPT for the questions that the clients may ask, the field force may ask, the users may ask, and then it differentiates the replies by different contexts. You can ask ChatGPT, how would you suggest me to address this question? What if the client is an English one? Can you help me find the best reply for this type of client? And it also prepares the text of the reply in language, so you can be addressing your difficulties. Yeah, absolutely, that's exactly the point. It's an absolutely extraordinary companion that you can work with and prepare for difficult tasks. It trains you to address the situations that you will end up having. This tool is also extremely useful to create contents. The real and true purpose of utilization is to create contents. We use a lot of ChatGPT to create contents for our social media, for our blogs. ChatGPT allows us to enter confused notes in the system and be returned with an article, a post that has a preset register, a preset voice or tone as we like it, with a number of engagement situations, especially for social media. There are media, sorry. I may enter an example of a poster in a certain style, and then I can just enter confused notes and ChatGPT creates the final post. There is a tool that I have developed in this way. Maybe I read an article, I like it, I enjoy reading it, and I would like to share it on LinkedIn. In the past, I had to be careful and spend the time in creating the post. Now I just enter it and Chat GPT proposes and offers a post the way I would have liked to write it. It's not perfect, you need to review it, but it's an exceptional semi-finished product or content. I would post once a month in the past. Now I can deliver one post per week that is interesting for my followers. Let me ask again a question that I anticipated earlier. So it is a this also involves extremely practical topics like where can I sharpen my cutter tools? Can ChatGPT provide answers to this too, or am I exaggerating with the expectations? ChatGPT delivers its best when it can process data. The closest store or shop, workshop, or the closest company that can offer that service is currently something that is still better delivered by Google. If I said, what are the businesses or companies, or better said, what is the type of companies that could adjust and fix these cutter tool? Of course, ChatGPT can give you a suggestion. You'd better go to a goldsmith, or you may want to go to a better structured company. So there are somehow small limitations to these systems. It's due to the young age or of the system, or to the lack of information. Absolutely, that is the case. ChatGPT is a tool that is still evolving. It already provides results that are averagely outstanding, in my opinion. It is developing absolutely in an extraordinary way and to an extraordinary pace, and it is going to improve our outcomes, our working ability, and so it will have an exponential growth. And so the recommendation for companies is to start using it or playing with it, so to say. And that's why we organized a meeting like this one, so that we wanted to sensitize our industry that this is a world that is evolving. Absolutely, the time is now. That's the time. Now is the time where you have to make experiences with it. The tools will evolve, but you need to have the basic knowledge now. Otherwise, you're going to start off with on the wrong foot, or with some difficulties. For sure, some competitors right now has been using it better than we are, and this is the highest risk that I can identify right now. I would warmly invite and recommend you to try and imagine the applicability of this tool in your business environment. I realize every now and then that I am doing tasks, I'm completing tasks, and I realize I could have done this better through this tool, and I didn't even think about it. And this is a pity, because I could have started off from a better semi-finished situation, or product. And then, of course, there is added value that you can still contribute to and make the difference for. But of course, the starting point is a higher level. We're already witnessing to more specific releases of these systems. In the beginning, you hinted at this topic. There are different tools that may be more or less specific. So there will be an exponential growth on these too. Absolutely, there will be. ChatGPT is a generalist tool. There are hundreds, actually thousands of applications that specialize in specific context and areas. Videos specializing in contents, audio, data analysis applications. These are vertical applications that do much less but much better. And so clearly enough, you can make experience with a generalist tool such as a ChatGPT, which then allows you to find the model that is most suitable for you and your reality, and that can really make a difference. And possibly by asking ChatGPT in the first place, absolutely, that is the case. How about the Big Brother syndrome? Do we need to be aware of it, to keep this in mind, or is it something far from us? Well, for sure, artificial intelligence opens up to an endless number of problems. Recently, the European Artificial Intelligence Act was approved, and it protects, or better, it regulates and disciplines all the most critical privacy-related aspects, analysis of images, predictive analysis. All these elements may actually bring about big issues and problems to our everyday life, and also to some ethical behaviors for these tools. So with artificial intelligence, we are going towards something that is completely and absolutely new. We don't really know where we are headed. So it's a learning by doing experience. Should we be optimistic? Optimistic, yes, I would say so, absolutely, and especially in this stage of the process, artificial intelligence is an ally in this moment. Microsoft called its tool Copilot, just to convey the concept that these tools are to be conceived as a help, as an assistance, but you are the pilot, you are the driving person, and you can drive in better with these tools. In a few years' time, though, when these tools will be much better performing and more evolved, we will speak about general artificial intelligence, and the general artificial intelligence will have a level of intelligence that is performing better than 95% of human beings. So any job, literally any job, there will be 5 people working and 95 that possibly will have to look for something else to do. So we'll see how it will develop. Of course, it's now the time to really get hold of this process and this tool and make it useful to what we do daily.